Today we're going to create an animated GIF from PowerPoint slides. I'm Hewie Poplock. So what is an animated GIF? Well, here's an example of one. Here's another. A GIF, also pronounced GIF, is merely an animated picture, but not in the same aspect as a video. You see, folks can use this file extension to create still images like JPEG or a PNG, but also create pictures that move. The animated pictures will look like a video, but at a much lower quality and without sound. Additionally, I should point out that the GIF file format was not created with animations in mind. Keep in mind also that GIF was created in 1987 and last updated in 1989, making the format older than the internet itself. So how do we convert a PowerPoint or a PPT or PPTX to a GIF? To create an animated GIF from your slides, you first must open the PowerPoint document, then click on File. After that, be sure to select Export from the menu that comes up, because we're going to save the information in GIF format. The final step here is to click on Create with an animated GIF. And from there, you'll want to select the resolution of the GIF before creation. By default, it's set to medium, which is 720p. Click on medium, and from the drop-down menu, choose the resolution that makes sense to you. After doing all of that, change the time spent on each slide. It's around 1 second by default, so you may want to make it longer. Finally, click on Create GIF to complete the task. Then you open up the saved GIF in the Photos app or any other third-party tool that you're most comfortable with. Let's do a demo, because I'm sure that none of that made sense to you until you see it in action. I put together 5 slides in a PowerPoint that I want to make an animated GIF from, and then post the animated GIF on Facebook. So let's take a look at what I've got first, and we'll go ahead and take a look at each of the slides. We'll start with the first one, some information about my Windows Special Interest Group and subscribing to my newsletter, the Tech for Seniors show that Ron Brown and I do every Monday, and some information about it, and some information about the new Learning Chromebooks show. So we've got the 5 slides I've already made up in PowerPoint. We're going to go to the first one. Okay, so now what I have to do is I go to the File at the top of the menu. So we come down to Export. We click on Export. We have several ways in which we can export this file, and one of the ways is create an animated GIF. So when I click on it, I can create an animated GIF. You save the presentation as an animated GIF. It preserves animations, transitions, media, and ink. Note, transitions not preserved with transparent background. So it doesn't include any kind of a transparent background, and it doesn't include any recorded timings. Now, there are different sizes that you can save this to. This is a drop-down. You can go from extra large, which is the largest file size, full HD quality at 1080p at 24 frames per second. Large would be a high quality at 720p at 24 frames per second. Medium is a medium file size and moderate quality at 480 at 15 frames per second. And for a small one, would be at 240 by 50 at 15 frames per second, depending upon what you want. For Facebook, your medium should be fine. Now, the next item here is seconds spent on each slide. Because I've got a lot of things for people to read, I don't want it to go as quickly as we might if it were just some pictures that we were making an animated GIF with. So we might make this 2 seconds on each slide, and then all you have to do is click on Create the GIF. and then it wants to save it. So what we're going to do is we're going to save it in my folder. Let's save it here, and then I am going to save it in the folder where I'm keeping all of this information. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it the demo file for PowerPoint to GIF.gif, and we're going to save it. And that's it. Now, if we go to that file, we find the GIF is right here, and let's click it. And I'm going to move it here. Each screen lasts 2 seconds. And it's starting over again. That's what we want it to do. It's looping. And now I have an animated GIF that I could upload to Facebook or put it on a web page. I could tweet, send it as a tweet. And the file itself, let's take a look at it. The file itself is only 537K. It's not even a mega, it's a half a megabyte. And it's 853 by 480. So it is a nice size. You could put it in an email, you could send it to somebody, or you can post it. Let's make an animated GIF out of 6 portraits. Now these are AI generated pictures. They're not real people, and they do look real. But we're going to take 6 photographs of people and make an animated GIF. And we're going to try it at different sizes so you get to see the difference in the sizes. So let's go ahead, and we've got our 6 pictures already, each in a PowerPoint slide. And if you remember, what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Export, and we're going to go to Animated, create an animated GIF. This time, let's start with extra large. And we're going to leave it at 1 second for each for this, because all we're doing is we're looking at a picture. We don't have to read anything. We could even make it quicker than that if we wanted to, and we may do one of those when we're done. So let's go ahead and generate a GIF. And let's call this photos. We'll just put a 1 in front of it to make it different. We'll save it. Then we're going to do another one. This time we're going to export, create an animated GIF. Instead of extra large, we'll do large. We'll leave it at the same number of seconds. This time it's 720. And we're going to generate. And we're going to call this one 2. And save. We'll do it again. Export. Create an animated GIF. This time we're going to make it medium. And we're going to create an animated GIF. We'll call this one 3. And save it. And we're going to do one more. Actually, we're going to do 2 more. We're going to do one more at this size or at this time. Create an animated GIF, keep it at 1 second, and we're going to create it, but once instead of medium, we're going to make them small and create an animated GIF. And this time we're going to call it 4 and save it. And we're going to do one more. File, export. We're going to create an animated GIF. This time, let's make it a half a second. And let's make this one, just so we can see it better, we'll make it medium. We'll create the GIF, and we're going to call this one 5. And save it. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to minimize this. We're going to open up our files, and we're going to... Okay, let's try the first one. Extra large. We want to fit it in our screen so you can see it all. That's the extra large. Let's do number 2, which was large. Let's make sure we've got it in our screen. Let's try the third one now, which was medium. Okay, and the fourth one was small. And if you remember the last one, we did medium, but we did it at half a second each, so it should go faster. So now you know how to make an animated GIF from a PowerPoint slide presentation. I'm Hewie Poplock.